I mean, extracurricular with the guys being new?
I don't think we're going to have enough time, and I'm not going to drag it to the city because I just don't know what the transportation's like. I may take a trek tomorrow morning to go either to Queens or maybe to Staten Island if I think I can get there and back and not waste a whole day, because obviously we play that night, we have a shoot every day. But I'm just, what we did last night, raising $500,000, and at the end of the day, the check will be maybe $1 million, maybe $1 million, because of Papa John's and because of the auction stuff. So, again, doing that, I'd like to say, well, tell me what you're doing right now. I'm giving you $1 million. What are you doing? So I may do some of that. I may not have time. I may come back and do it later. But let me thank all. You think about it. Our state is one of the poor states. Louisville didn't even run the telephone. It wasn't even running. We raised $500,000. And then all of a sudden we're giving a check for $1 million from this state, from basically this city, from Hazard, from Louisville did not run it. So the word got out through social media and all the other stuff, and people basically gave over $200,000. And then we match it, and then you do the auction, then you do all of a sudden you start looking around and say, my goodness, you raised $1 million. And did it. Wasn't an all-day auction. Do you know how long when we did Haiti, how long did that auction go? 4 hours. This was 1 hour. And then we went to CW for an hour. So I just can't thank the people in this state, how they give money, how they give their time. I say, a suffering man steps out and does something for somebody else. That means something. That means something to me. There were older ladies. I picked up a few phones that were given $25, and they could barely afford the $25 that they needed. You hear it, yet they gave it anyway. And the images that you see now, the snow. I told everybody, we're not rebuilding Queens or Staten Island. We're keeping people alive, feeding them, you're housing them, you're giving them shelter, you're giving them clothes, you're giving them medicine, you're giving them water. That's what you're doing, and that's all that we were trying to do. So it's pretty good. Our players had fun. They weren't sure going in, what the heck is this? But I think by the time they left, they enjoyed it.
Last question. What do you think of the election?
Who won? Govern for everybody. I kept a little eye on it. I got so much stuff going on right now that I think I went to bed having an idea. I turned on the TV and saw it. And, I just tell you, we got issues in the country and we've got to come together. Kind of like we did last night on this telephone. We got to come together. Reach your hand across the aisle and say, we need each other. Let's go. We can't do this alone. And that's what's happening in New York right now. There's no way they can do this alone. They need everybody's hand. And it's not asking for a handout. The people hit by this more than any other than the working class, the middle class, because I know on the Jersey Shore, because I vacationed down there, those are fishing villages that turned into summer houses. So they were working class people. They passed those houses down to their families. My fear is half of them weren't insured because they had no mortgages. If you have no mortgage on your house, you don't have to insure it. So hopefully the people did have insurance and they're going to be able to come back and let the government and the state government and people does their thing and get all those people back on their feet. But thank you.